Good morning, families of
Good
Living
morning.
Word. Hi, Mrs. Mary
Hi,
Ellen.
Bob.
Hello, you two.
On this very cold Sunday morning, although maybe we're going to get a little bit of a break today in the temperature.
It's almost a heat wave.
Almost a heat wave. No bow tie today. I went with a bulky sweater with a snowflake on it in honor of all the snow.
Exactly.
So we are moving into a new season of church.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about that, but we have a song that kind of depicts who we are and who we strive to be, and we spell out a word
Yes,
in
we
it.
do.
Kids at home, let's get up on our feet. Moms and dads, any adults that are joining us. I am a C. I am a C-H. I am a C-H-R-I-S-T-I-A-N. And I have C-H-R-I-S-T in my H-E-A-R-T. And I will L-I-V-E-T-E-R-N-A-L-L-Y. Very good. Let's go to the story.
I almost fell
Really
asleep.
slow.
Too slow?
Man.
A little slow.
All right.
How about just a little happier?
Kids at home, a little happier. Keep up with me. All right, let's try this. I am a C. I am a C-H. I am a C-H-R-I-S-T-I-A-N. And I have C-H-R-I-S-T in my H-E-A-R-T. And I will L-I-V-E-E-T-E-R-N-A-L-L-Y. I am a C. I am a C-H. I am a C-H-R-I-S-T-I-A-N. And I have C-H-R-I-S-T in my H-E-A-R-T. And I will L-I-V-E-E-T-E-R-N-A-L-L-Y. Is that better?
Better, yes.
A little zippier.
Very nice.
So I know we are in a new season of
We
churches,
are.
as I'm going to talk about, but what season did we just finish?
Well, we finished Epiphany.
Epiphany, and
And
last week
Transfiguration.
was Transfiguration, and that gets us ready for the new season in the church calendar, which is, four-letter word,
Lent.
Lent. Now, Lent has a specific color. I'll kind of give it away if I go over to the circle board. It's right there. Kids at home, moms and dads, you probably already have it. What color is that, Mr. Bob?
It looks purple.
It is. It is purple. Mrs. Mary Ellen did some new altar cloths for us. Very beautiful job, Mrs.
Thank
Mary
you.
Ellen. And we see the purple is here, and we see Lent. And I know Lent is more than a couple of days, so let's see. We think it's 60 days, it's 40 days, or it's 50 days. What do you think, Mr. Bob, Mrs. Mary Ellen?
You know, 40 is a big number in the Bible, so I'm going to guess.
It
40.
is 40. Does it include Sundays?
Maybe.
I'm going to say no.
Mr. Bob will be correct. They're kind of like mini Easter, so it does not include Sundays. And there is a specific day of the week that is the beginning of Lent. So I'll say it's not a weekend, so it's got to be a weekday. So you've got 5 guesses: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So either one of you have a guess?
Fat Tuesday?
Oh, Fat Tuesday.
That is really a
That
fun
is
day,
one of
isn't
those
it?
fun days.
Yes.
Now, without the pandemic, I know that the YAF group always plans a big pancake dinner.
Yes.
But we
Sweets,
weren't able to
yes,
have it
the
this
crafts.
year. But it's Fat Tuesday, but what day starts Lent?
I'm going to say it's Ash
It
Wednesday.
is Ash Wednesday.
Mhm.
So we know that Lent is the color of purple. It comes after Epiphany and Transfiguration Sunday. It's 40 days and doesn't include Sundays, and Ash Wednesday kicks off the season of Lent. So really, really good. I do have something here that I am going to ask you to take a look at. Thank you, Mr. Bob. Mrs. Mary Ellen.
It is a beautiful rainbow.
It is a rainbow, and this will have something that figures prominently in our story today,
That sounds
which
exciting.
comes from the first book of the Bible, Genesis, chapter 9, verses 8 through 17. We have our word of the day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And while I grab my piece of chalk, Mr. Bob, what does that mean, Mr.
I
Bob?
think that means there's a double letter.
There is a
This is
double
exciting.
letter in our word for today. So I don't know, I think we might have had Mr. Bob start first last week. Mrs. Mary Ellen, how about a letter?
Ooh. Well, you showed the picture of the rainbow.
But it's not rainbow.
Oh, it's not
It's
rainbow.
not
Okay, then
R-A-I-N-B-O-W.
I will not guess
Yeah,
an A like I was thinking.
yeah.
How about an M for Mary Ellen?
Or an M for Mike.
Mike.
Yay!
He would be so happy right now.
Good guess.
All right.
Nice job, Mrs. Mary Ellen. Mr. Bob, how about a letter?
I think I'm going to go with a vowel. How about an O? Ooh, is it a double O?
No double O, but the two of you are on fire, kids at home. What do you think? 6 letters left. One is a double, Mrs. Mary Ellen. The suspense is, oh.
How about an R?
Wow, we're kind of going backwards.
Ooh,
There is an R. Ram.
Ram.
Wow.
Yes, Mr. Bob.
I'd be very pleased if there was a P there.
A P. Where would
Yes.
you like that P?
At the beginning. For prom.
I'm going to give you,
The word is prom.
Prom.
the word is
Do you have your
prom.
tuxedo picked out?
Yes, I have a powder blue.
I actually wore powder blue to my senior high school
I
prom.
find that hard to believe.
Yeah, yeah. Ruffled shirt with a little bit of the blue in it. Very stylish.
Oh, I'm sure.
Very stylish. Very late 70s. Mrs. Mary Ellen. 4 letters left.
I have a little light bulb going off, and I'm thinking an S.
For Mr.
For
Steve.
Mr.
Oh,
Push the button.
it's a
It's
double.
a double.
Just think, 2 Steves.
2 Steves. Okay.
Almost more than you could hope for.
I would think so.
I'm gonna let Bob finish it out.
Mr. Bob.
I think I could guess what it is, but I'm going to say an I.
Would you like to guess what the word is then?
Could it be promise?
It is
Mrs.
with an S on the end for promises. So that was some very good guessing,
Yes,
kids.
not
at
even
home.
close to the word rainbow.
Not even close,
No.
but
the
that
rainbow.
is something we're going to learn about, how a rainbow is a promise. So Mrs. Mary Ellen's going to help me with our reading for today. And again, it comes from Genesis 9, 8 through 17. And Mrs. Mary Ellen, what is the title of our story
Well, the
today?
title is The Rainbow Promise.
The Rainbow
Both
Promise.
words. Okay.
The world was a mess. All the people God had created were doing all kind of wrong things. All except for one man. And this man's name was Noah. When God's people hurt each other, Noah helped them feel better. When they ignored God, Noah prayed.
Noah,
said God.
I'm going to flood the whole earth, but I will save you and your family. Build an ark. Fill it with 2 of every kind of animal.
Well, Noah obeyed God, and he got to work. He measured and he cut. He sanded and he nailed. He filled the ark with 2 of every kind of animal. Rain clouds gathered in the sky. Noah's family hurried onto the ark with the animals. God shut the door, and the rain began. For 40 days and 40 nights it rained. Inside the ark, birds sang, dogs barked, snakes hissed. But one morning everything was quiet. The rain stopped. Slowly all the water dried up. Noah and his family jumped off the ark and wiggled their toes in the dirt. Birds flew, dogs ran, snakes slithered. Every animal family came out of the ark. Noah looked at the bright blue sky and saw a beautiful rainbow. And then God said,
This is my covenant to you and to all people. I promise never to flood everything again. The rainbow is a sign of my promise.
well, thank you, Mrs. Mary Ellen. So, have you ever seen a rainbow in your life? And how did it make you feel when you saw it? I think it was last summer, Mrs. Mary Ellen and I were out in our backyard when we were relaxing, and there had been a little bit of a rainstorm,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and our phones rang. And it was our daughter. And she said, "Are you looking at the sky right now?" Well, we looked up, and what did we see?
Was that the day that there were 2 rainbows? Yes. Did we
2
take pictures?
rainbows.
Yes.
And just like our picture, they were so bright and so beautiful, we immediately took our phones out to take pictures of them because
Very
we
exciting.
could not believe that not only were we blessed with 1 rainbow, we had 2. So that's how we talked about the story of the rainbow promise. Now, as we said, Genesis is the first book of the Bible. And this is the first place where there is a promise in the Bible from God. And as Mrs. Mary Ellen read the part of God, that God promised he would never again flood the earth and do away with every living creature. When you see a rainbow, think of promises. Think of how wonderful it is that that rainbow signifies God's promise to us of many that are throughout the Bible. But in this story specifically, what he told Noah, what Noah did, how it did rain for 40 days and 40 nights, and then when that land dried up and that beautiful rainbow appeared, Noah realized from what God had said that he would never again, his promise or his covenant, flood the earth and do away with all living creatures. What a wonderful story for us today, Mrs. Mary Ellen.
I have an awesome song about Noah.
Do you?
Yes.
Could we do birthdays first? Because we do
We
have a
could.
birthday.
We could.
We do. Mr. Shane Berglund
Yay,
on
Shane.
February 17th had a
Wonderful.
birthday. So Mrs. Mary Ellen, we also have one of our youth, Mr. Kyle Malodor. He had a birthday on February 20th. So to Shane and to Kyle, we want to happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shane and Kyle. Happy birthday to you. All right. So you said you have an awesome song.
I do.
Would it have anything to do with our story today?
It does.
Oh, how about your feet at home, kids? The Lord told Noah there's going to be a flood. praises, praises, children of the Lord. So rise and shine, so rise and shine, and give God the glory, glory. Rise and shine, and give God the glory, glory. Rise and shine, and give God the glory, glory, children of the Lord. Last verse. The sun came out and dried up the landy sun came out and dried up the landy. Everything was fine and dandy, children of the Lord. So rise and shine, and give God the glory, glory. Rise and shine, and give God the glory, glory. Rise and shine, and give God the glory, glory, children of the Lord. What a good song
Wow,
you
that
picked
is a
out,
good one.
Mrs. Mary Ellen. Kids at home, moms and dads, we hope you enjoyed that one. Mrs. Mary Ellen, are you ready with Awesome
I
God?
am.
Kids, make sure you're up on your feet. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Let me hear you. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Let's fold our hands, let's bow our heads. Dear Lord, what a good word for us today. Promises. And we learned about rainbows and how significant that rainbow is. And even though we're in the first story of the Bible in Genesis, and it's the first promise God made to his people, the Bible's filled with so many promises from God. Help us to know, God, that although there are a lot of things that come into our lives each day, help us to remember these great promises you made. Help us to remember promises and rainbows when we see them. How beautiful they are. How happy they make them. How in awe we are of them when we see them. And God, that's really how we should look at you, with awe and wonder. God, we ask that you keep us safe, and maybe we've got a change in the weather that's coming here. Maybe the days are a little warmer. We know that there are tulips and flowers in the ground that are just ready to burst out when spring hits. But we thank you for this season of winter. We ask you to keep us safe as we're in our daily travels. We ask you to watch over and protect our children everywhere. And in your name we pray, all God's children shout,
Amen.
Amen. Before we leave, just a little piece of trivia from the Bible. Anybody have an idea how old Noah was when the great flood happened?
62.
62, that's a good guess.
57.
Mr. Steve's going to hit that this year. 57, no, you got to go way, way, way higher. I'll give you a guess. It's between 300 and 400.
Wow, that's older than you.
That's older than me, way older than me.
Yes.
Any guess?
350.
Oh, 350 is the best guess.
Wow.
So he's 350 years old when the great flood happens, and according to the Bible, how old do you think Noah was when he died? I'm going to give you the guess between 900 and 1,000.
Ooh.
Believe it or not.
950.
950 is excellent, Mr.
Oh.
Bob.
That's a big number.
So just a little bit of Noah trivia for you that goes
Well, thank
along
you,
with our
Mr.
story
Steve.
about rainbow promises.
Thanks, now I know more.
Kids at home, moms and dads, thanks for joining us today.
Bye.
Bye-bye.